The anticipation is building in Lincoln as another college football season begins under partly cloudy skies and a pleasant 78-degree noon kickoff. Nebraska opens its 2026 campaign against a tough Ohio squad that is coming off a successful 9-4 season capped by a Frisco Bowl victory over UNLV. The Bobcats feature an intriguing young talent in freshman linebacker Charlie Christopher, who will be looking to make an early impression against a Big Ten opponent. Across the field, the Cornhuskers enter the season facing plenty of questions after a 7-6 finish and a Las Vegas Bowl loss to Utah. Nebraska also saw former five-star quarterback Dylan Raiola depart for Oregon via the transfer portal, prompting the Huskers to bring in Anthony Calandria from UNLV, the very team Ohio defeated in last year's Frisco Bowl. In Lincoln, the expectations never change, and after years of near misses, the faithful are ready to see this proud program take the next step and start stacking up victories once again. It's an intriguing intersection of fresh faces, familiar expectations, and a fan base hungry for a return to prominence. Ohio and Nebraska are set to kick it off, coming up next.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Riddle on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Bobcats kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. They hope this guy will be a big part of the offense, Ja'Cory Barney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. Gets the back moving.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety.
And he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ohio Bobcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's a freshman that, despite not being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. A talented young wideout who has played at a much higher level than his high school rankings would indicate. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The transfer has it his first carry. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3. Makes a grab and room to run. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Barney. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And now you see why they believe he will be such a terrific weapon for this offense. First catch of the freshman's career. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Timeout call by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Rushes on him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Bobcats will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to pass, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The Cornhuskers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Motion from the wide receiver. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. So now it's second and long. Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Slings it downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Gets open down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the boot, looking for his man. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back to your game in Lincoln. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Finds his man down the middle. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might as well stick with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Calandria. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on the counter. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll keep it on the ground. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Sets up the screen. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. He'll take the deep shot. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Bowman. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Number 83, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Ives. Could not make his way to the corner. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Calandria. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his man.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they fail to hook up on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Snap it to the back. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big.
Finding some room. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The give from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete.
All right, we'll give the backups a chance to get in the game. Nebraska's got this one wrapped up. Only 73 rushing yards, though, for the Huskers. Not impressed with that.
Offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Nelson.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the single back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bowman. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So my Nebraska Cornhuskers cruise to a 30-3 victory over Ohio. I would probably take this in real life if it happens, although I'd like to see the Huskers run for a lot more yards than they did here. Taking a quick look at the team stats, Nebraska had the edge in first downs 21-11, total offense 389-160, rushing yards, Ohio outgained us 70 yards to 68 yards. Ugh. Passing yards, we did look good there. We got the edge 321 to only 90 for Ohio. Third down conversion percentage, we did great on, we did okay on offense at 41%, did great on defense, holding them to just 7%. Turnovers, no turnovers for either team, and time of possession was won by Nebraska by about 3 minutes. Looking at the player stats for Nebraska, Anthony Calandria, I got to get used to saying his name right, finished 28 of 39 for 319 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. For Ohio, the senior Nick Paulos finished 18 of 34 for 90 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for Ohio was Duncan Brune, 12 carries for 44 yards. For Nebraska, it was Isaiah Mosey, 12 carries for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, so that part was good. Leading receiver for Nebraska, Isaiah Hunter, 6 catches for 115 yards and a touchdown. For Ohio, they were led by Preston Bowman, 5 catches for 43 yards for him. Leading blockers for Ohio is a tie between Tagana Sissy and CJ Dawson, each with 5 pancakes. For Nebraska, they were led by Justin Evans, the senior center, with 11 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Huskers, we were led in total tackles by Vincent Shavers Jr. and Mario Buford, each with 8. Tackles for loss, it was a tie between Williams Nwaneri and Vincent Shavers Jr., each had 2. And Nwaneri led the team in sacks with 2. No interceptions for the Huskers. No interceptions for the Bobcats either. Tyler Gillison led the team in sacks with 2. He also led the team in tackles for loss with 4. And in total tackles, they were led by DJ Walker with 10. Kicking stats for Ohio, Greg Dickerson made his only field goal attempt from 41 yards out. No extra point attempts for him. For Nebraska, Kyle Cunanan made all 3 of his field goal attempts with a long of 45. It was also 3 of 3 on extra point attempts. Punting for Nebraska, Lane Dempsey from Columbus, Nebraska, not our real punter, had 5 punts for an average of 62 yards per punt, though. He had an incredible day. Ohio, Colton Bartles had 7 punts for an average of 60.5 yards per punt. Both guys just killing it. Kick returns for Ohio, Mike Taylor Jr. had 1 return for 16 yards. For Nebraska, Isaiah Hunter had 2 returns for an average of 16 yards. Punt returns for Nebraska, once again, Isaiah Hunter, 3 returns for an average of 9 yards per return. For Ohio, no punt returns whatsoever. Scoring summary in the first quarter, Nebraska got a pair of field goals from Kyle Cunanan, 1 from 37, 1 from 45, and they led 6-0 after the first quarter. Second quarter, Nebraska gets a 3-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Mosey. They get a 64-yard touchdown pass from Calandria to Isaiah Hunter, and then a 21-yard field goal from Kyle Cunanan, and it was 23-0 Huskers at the halftime break. The third quarter, Greg Dickerson kicks a 41-yard field goal to make it 23-3 going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Nebraska gets a 9-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Mosey, his second of the day. And Nebraska gets the win 30-3 over the Ohio Bobcats in the Frank Solich Bowl. Of course, Solich, a great coach for both teams. Could be argued a little greater for Ohio than for Nebraska, but he is an institution in Nebraska, great player, a great assistant coach for so many years. Headline from the game, home field advantage. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are now 1-0 after defeating Ohio at Memorial Stadium. Highlighted players here are Isaiah Hunter and Tyler Gillison. You see the stats there. Oh, the rushing yards make me sad. But Nebraska led in everything but rushing yards, and they get the 30-3 win to go to 1-0 in 2026. Next game coming your way will be FCS East at Navy, another noon kickoff on Saturday, September 5th. See how the midshipmen do in their first game of 2026. But from Lincoln, Nebraska, the Huskers get the victory 30-3 over the Ohio Bobcats to kick off 2026. And we will see you next time.